The year 1848 was one such year. Food shortage and widespread unemployment brought the population of Paris out of road. Barricades were erected by the Louis Philippe and was forced to flee. The National Assembly proclaimed that the Republic granted suffrage to all adults male above 21 and granted the right to work. National workshops to provide employment were set up. Early 1845, weavers in Silesia had led a revolutionary contractor who supplied them raw material and gave them order for finished textile, but drastically reduced because of their payment. Journalist Wilhelm Wolff described the event Silesia village as follow. In the village with the 18,000 inhabitants, cotton weaving is still most widespread occupation. The misery of this worker is extreme. The desperate need for job has been taken advantage by the contractor to reduce the price of goods they order. On 4th June 2 a.m., a large crowd of weavers emerged from their homes and marched in Paris up to the mansion of their contractor demanding higher wages. They were treated with the scorn and threats alternatively. Following this, a group of them forced their way into the house and smashed its elegant window panes, furniture, porcelain, and another group broke into the storehouse and plundered it out of supplies of clothes which they tore to shreds. The contractor fled, means they ran away with his family and neighboring village, which however refused to shelter such person. He returned 24 hours later and requisitioned the army. In exchange that they followed, even 11 weavers were shot. So it was a violent act. The revolution of liberals. Parallel of the revolt of the poor, unemployed, and starving peasants worker in Europe countries in 1848, the revolution led by the educated middle class was underway. Events of February 1848 in France had brought about abdication of monarch. Abdication means remove of monarch, and republic based on universal male suffrage had been proclaimed. In the other part of the Europe, where independent nation state did not yet exist, such Germany, Italy, Poland, and Austro-Hungarian Empire, men and women of the liberal middle class combined their demand for the constitution with the national unification. We got to unite, such kind of concept. They took advantage of growing popular unrest to push their demand for creation of the nation state for the parliamentary principles, constitution freedom, and press freedom of association. So they asked for the ultimate democratic kind of freedom for the freedom of press and freedom of expression. In German region, a large number of political associates, those members were the middle class and the professional businessmen and prosperous artisans, came together in the city of Frankfurt and decided to vote for all German National Assembly. In 18 May 1848, 831 elected representatives marched in a festive procession to take their place in a Frankfurt parliament convened in the Church of St. Paul. They drafted a constitution for German nation to the headed of the monarchy and subject to a parliament. When the dispute offered the crown on those Friedrich Wilhelm IV, the King of Prussia, has rejected it and joined to the monarch to oppose the elected assembly. While the opposition of aristocracy means rich class, and the military became stronger, the social basis of parliament eroded. In the end, troops were called and assembly was forced to disband. Assembly was disbanded, they broke the assembly. The issue of extending political right to the women was controversial within the liberal movement. Women had formed their own political association, founded newspaper, and taken a part in political meeting and demonstration. Despite of this, they were denied from the suffrage right during the election of assembly. When the Frankfurt parliament convened in the Church St. Paul, women were admitted only as an observer to stand in the visitors gallery. They were not allowed to speak.